Hello, folks, and welcome to the Afterthought video. And then this is just the playoff preview bracket. This is just pretty much an update of my last bracket because things have changed since then. The seedings have all been different. They've been arranged differently, as you can see. So without any further ado, I'm just going to give you my predictions of the first round, who will be advancing into the second round of the playoffs, and we're going to go from there. First up on the Western Conference, we got Houston and the Timberwolves. I got Houston 4-0. They're gonna sweep the T-Wolves. The Wolves just don't have enough. I mean, for some reason, this team should have been higher seeded. There's no excuses why they're AC at all. I understand Jimmy Butler's been hurt, but you still got Andrew Wiggins. You got Towns, Jamal Crawford coming off your bench. Okay, you got Jeff Teague. There should be no reason why this Timberwolves team is an AC right now. No reason. Remember, man, this T-Wolf team was hyped. And yes, this is the first time they're in the playoffs since Kevin Garnett was last there. You know, KG left that team in 07, got traded to and actually left the team. He didn't even get traded. He basically walked and took the job in Boston. And remember, man, he had that one good season with Doc Rivers, Ray Allen, and Rondo, and they won that NBA championship after leaving the Wolves. But KG left because this Wolves team wasn't doing nothing. They couldn't compete. And my problem with Tom Thibodeau is that he runs his team to the ground. He doesn't know how to manage minutes properly. This is why the Wolves are going to get swept. They're not beating this Houston Rockets team. This is the best Houston Rockets team I've seen in a very long time. This particular Houston Rockets team with James Harden, Chris Paul, Trevor Ariza, Ryan Anderson, Clint Capella. This is the best Houston Rockets team. It's better than the Yao Ming T-Mac Houston Rockets. I'm just going to be honest, man. This Rockets team has a strong chance. I say about 89, about 90% chance of getting to the finals. And that's just based on how Golden State is looking right now. So, yeah, I got Houston over the Timberwolves. And once again, Andrew Wiggins is not playing up to that contract they gave him. He's not playing the way he should be right now. Andrew Wiggins should be taking over games. Andrew Wiggins should be up there in the MVP race. He's not because he lacks. For some reason, I don't know if it's mental. It's just butterflies, or it's just too much pressure on him, but he's not looking towards to be a leader right now. Since Jimmy Butler came in, Andrew Wiggins just took a hit as far as his stats is concerned. So, no, for the T-Wolves, it's just, some experience. That's all it is. They're not going to go no further. Yeah, Houston's going to pretty much sweep them. The Rockets are too much for them. Now we got the Thunder and the Jazz. Now, Utah Jazz, I give them a lot of credit. Donovan Mitchell is having an excellent rookie campaign. But the Thunder, Russell Westbrook now has the help he needs to get to the finals. He has a way better team than he did last year, and that's for sure. So with that being said, I think Houston, not Houston, but Utah, whoever going to play, these two teams playing Houston, I think the Thunder be better playing Houston in the next round. Only because, like I said, it's the matchup. They got Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook. When you have those three, you can't lose. So I don't see them losing in the first round. At least not to no Utah Jazz team. And like I said, again, Donovan Mitchell is phenomenal. He's definitely the future. Ricky Rubio has actually played way better under Snyder than he did with the other coaches. Tom Thibodeau just wasn't the right coach for him. Like Ricky Rubio was just, the T-Wolves was just the wrong team for him. He was on the wrong system. So they picked up Jay Crowder in the trade deadline, which helped them out a whole lot. They still have Rudy Gobert and Derek Favors. So they're going to make it. I say they're going to push it to Game 6. I say Thunder wins this series and not even Game 6. I think Game 5. Yeah, I got Thunder winning Game 5. I think Jazz win 2 games out this series. But no, I think the Thunder got too much help. Westbrook got too much help right now. He's too good of a player to get put out the first round this season. So you got Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, you getting out the first round. And Carmelo is back in the Western Conference where he originally started anyway. So he's back comfortable. At least for now. And see, one thing about Carmelo Anthony, he's willing to take a backseat role just to do what it takes, do what he can to help this team. So I think him being off the bench, putting them points, is giving the Thunder the spark they need. But they can also start Carmelo Anthony if they want to. But no, I think Donovan's going to come up with the right game plan for this. I know Utah's tough, but the Jazz should be able to beat them. Yeah, I got them 5 games. Yeah, 5 games. They'll end it in 5. Thunder's going to go over to play Houston next round. They're going to end this in 5 games. And Jazz, they can only get stronger. This won't be the only time you're going to see Jazz. We're going to see Utah within the next like 6 years, at least 6 or 7. Next up, Portland versus New Orleans. Now, Portland, you know what I'm saying, Dame Dollar is hot, man. Lillard is one of the most clutch three-point shooters so far this season, man. He's come through a lot, man. And like I said, he did a lot to push his team to the third seed. Him and McCollum, you know what I'm saying, Nurkic just played very well. You know, Ed Davis has come through. I got Portland beating New Orleans, and I say game 6. It's gonna go to 6 games. I think New Orleans should win at least 3 games out this series, but I think Portland will have enough to make it to the next round. That's the only reason why I give Portland an advantage, because they're slightly better. And plus, like I said, New Orleans is missing Boogie Cousins. They truly need Boogie in this type of series, because Boogie and Anthony Davis could rebound off each other very well. They got good chemistry. I don't see those two breaking up. I know there's a lot of trade rumors that Anthony Davis might leave and go to Boston. You know, there's speculation that the Lakers may try to trade for him. I don't see him going anywhere else. You know, Anthony Davis likes this team. He likes playing with Boogie. I say you keep those two together. You know what I'm saying? Because for the Pelicans, they need those two anyway. The Pelicans need every good, decent player, every quality player they could get if they're going to want to remain a contending team down the line. Now, Jrue Holiday came through this season too. I give Jrue Holiday his just due, okay? This is one of the better seasons he's had in a long time. And Rajon Rondo obviously helped out well. But the thing about Alvin Gentry, can Alvin Gentry, you know what I'm saying, beat this Blazer team? Will he have enough in his coaching arsenal to basically come up with a good strategy with his team, you know what I'm saying, get their backs against the wall, and can they make the rebounds necessary? Can they provide the right defense? Because all you got to do with Portland is just slowing them down. That's all New Orleans have to do if they want to beat Blazers, is slowing them down. But other than that, man, Portland just has too many shooters. Like I said, they got too much athleticism right now. So, and to me, it's like Rajon Rondo is not going to be able to guard Damian Lillard. That's a mismatch, because Rajon Rondo cannot shoot the three. He can't. He's not a scoring point guard like that. At least not a guy that's going to give you 21, 22 points. Not like he was in his Boston Celtics days. And even then, he wasn't even the main scorer. He was so-so. And even McCollum right now is going to be a problem, because Jrue Holiday cannot. Jrue Holiday compared to McCollum, Jrue Holiday is at like a B. I say like a B minus. McCollum is like an A rank right now, as far as the shooting guards. So yeah, I got Portland winning this in 6 games. I think New Orleans will win 3, but I think Portland, yeah, I think New Orleans will win 2. I'll give them that. They'll probably win, if not 1. No, scratch it. It'll probably be 4-1. New Orleans will probably maybe win 1 game, because yeah, Anthony Davis is great, but Portland, like I said, Damian Lillard got too much firepower. You know what I'm saying? He's on one this season. Definitely. Yeah, I say New Orleans will win either 1 or 2 games out that series, but yeah, I got Portland pulling off the victory. Next up, Golden State and the Spurs. Now, I originally had San Antonio getting swept. And that's all because Kawhi Leonard still refuses to come back. If Kawhi Leonard doesn't come back by game 1 this weekend, you can count Spurs getting swept pretty much. And yeah, I know, I understand Steph Curry has got another knee injury. Okay, he has gotten surgery on his knee just recently. He'll be able to come back, but even then, man, even without Curry, the Warriors are still dangerous. Klay Thompson could pretty much do everything Steph Curry could do. And even then, you got Swaggy P. Swaggy P could pretty much start for you if need be. Okay? And Swaggy P does have a 3-point shot, you know what I'm saying, that he's developed. And like I said, he's actually decent. And you still got Draymond Green. You got Kevin Durant. Okay? You still got Iggy and Livingston. The Warriors are still a deep team. Yeah, they lost some guys. They lost the other young guy, I think, Gutierrez. I think it starts with an H. He had the braids. I'm drawing a blank right now. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room. Whoever knows his name. Shouts out to whoever knows that guy's name who got hurt. But that was a bad injury. That young man helped them win a championship last year off the bench. But still, they're still deep. You know, so you still got David West. Pachulia is still there. You still have JaVale McGee, who's played even better. Yeah, this Warrior team is just too much for the Spurs team. And I told y'all in my San Antonio video, the real reason why Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to come back, because Kawhi Leonard knows this San Antonio Spurs team can't compete with the Western Conference anymore. As I stated in my previous videos, the league is going younger now. Like I said, it's a whole nother decade. It's a whole nother generation. The league is only going to continue to get younger. We're going to get more guys like Donovan Mitchell coming into the league, getting drafted. You know what I'm saying? Players that's Lonzo Ball and Ben Simmons' ages is like 19, 20-some years old. They're taking over the league now. And see, the problem with Greg Popovich, as I told y'all, man, the man is in his 70s, is 70-something years old, going into his mid-70s. He's like the same age Tom Coughlin. You see what Tom Coughlin had to do. The reason why the Giants released Tom Coughlin because of his age. They feel him coaching a much younger team like Odell Beckham Jr. and them was too much for him. That put too much stress. Greg Popovich is going to have to basically retire from coaching and go into management. Because I can see Greg Popovich being a GM for this team, or at least a president. I think him being a president or GM for this team would be even better. But Spurs need a brand new coach entirely. They need a different coach, a different playbook. Greg Popovich's system's not going to work no more. When Tim Duncan retired 2 seasons ago, that was pretty much it for San Antonio. Their championship days are over. And Kawhi Leonard knows this already. Okay? This is why his uncle's having him hold off. I think Kawhi Leonard he wants San Antonio to trade him away to a different team, or possibly better, a different team, so he can leave there and start go somewhere else. Because Kawhi Leonard feels he'll have a better chance of reaching the championship with a different team than with the Spurs. And for my Clippers, honestly, if I'm Jerry West, I'm making a move for Kawhi Leonard. Matter of fact, if the Clippers get Kawhi Leonard, they won't even need LeBron or Paul George to come over there. Because I'm be honest, man, and like I told y'all from my other video, Paul George and LeBron James are not going to go to LA. They're not going to play for LA this summer. There's like a 90% chance they're going to play for other teams. Look, if LeBron gets to the finals this year with Cleveland with the team they got, he's definitely going to stay in Cleveland because they got a much better team. They got a much younger, efficient team than what they had starting off earlier in the season. George Hill, Rodney Hood, Jordan Clarkson, and Larry Nance is better than Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas, Iman Shumpert. Okay? Yeah, Jay Crowder was good, but he had a hard time adjusting to that system. Jay Crowder should never left the Western Conference. He should have stayed on this side of the bracket. But anyways, yeah, if I'm the Clippers, I'm going after Kawhi Leonard. I'm going to trade DeAndre Jordan because, see, DeAndre Jordan has a player option anyway. DeAndre Jordan could either choose to stay on the Clippers and resign, or he could choose to leave or opt out if need be. He could choose to leave. He could choose to not stay in his contract and leave. He can opt out. He has the same option that Chris Paul had last summer. Okay, so what Chris Paul did was he decided to help the Clippers out so he couldn't win them a championship. He decided to re-sign with the Clippers just so he could get traded. Because Chris Paul could have easily just walked out of there. But Chris Paul did what was best as a leader and give the Clippers some help, at least, in exchange for him. So that's the one good, noble thing Chris Paul did. Chris Paul didn't just exactly leave. He didn't just do his teammates like that. Because he felt bad. He felt sorry that he was able to lead them to a championship. So I can see DeAndre Jordan doing the same thing. I think if the Spurs get DeAndre Jordan, they'll help them out better defensively. Because Spurs were built off big man. Popovich likes coaching guys like DeAndre Jordan anyway. And plus, DeAndre Jordan is from Texas anyway. Now, he's not going to get traded to Houston because Houston, I don't think, can afford him. And plus, Houston don't need DeAndre Jordan anyway. They got Clint Capella, who's played just as good or better than DeAndre Jordan just this season. You know what I'm saying? This has been one of the best seasons I've seen Clint Capella. He's young, too. So, no, Houston got their squad already. But, no, I can see San Antonio making a deal with the Clippers for DeAndre Jordan in exchange. Exchanging DeAndre Jordan for Kawhi Leonard would be the best move. And a team with LaMarcus Aldridge and DeAndre Jordan in the inside of the court would be better defensively for San Antonio. That given defense needed because to me, Paul Gasol, like I told y'all, man, San Antonio is just too old. Paul Gasol is pretty much ready to retire. Ginobili and Parker should have been out of there at least 2 seasons ago like Duncan. When Duncan left, those two should have left with him. And even then, man, Tony Parker can't even start for you no more. Last playoffs was the first playoffs Tony Parker ever missed a series since he been a San Antonio Spur. That was the first time he's ever been hurt, man. That's a sign that it's time to split the team up. And Kawhi Leonard knows this already. That's why that's why he's holding on now. So if you don't see Kawhi Leonard this whole playoffs, now you know why. He doesn't want to play for San Antonio no more. He's trying to play it off, and he wants to get traded. And news has it that his uncle is taking over is managing him now. Kawhi Leonard doesn't have a normal manager. His uncle's managing him now. So his manager obviously wants him to go to another team with a better roster and can give him more money. The Clippers can technically give Kawhi Leonard the money he wants. Steve Ballmer has the money to give Kawhi Leonard even a TV deal, a commercial deal like he did Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan. Because if Kawhi Leonard goes to LA with the Clippers, he's definitely that star. Okay, everybody's going to be on him big time. And maybe that might help Kawhi Leonard anyway, man. Kawhi Leonard is just ready for a new start. He don't want to be on that team no more. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard knows, man, the Spurs are pretty much done. If Golden State sweeps San Antonio, like I think they're going to do, even though I'm going to give Popovich one game, and that's only because of Steph Curry's injury. I think they'll win at least one game, you know what I'm saying, in their stadium with Durant. But even then, man, Durant is just, like I say, he's too much. He's a problem for any team. So, yeah, I'm just going to say it, man. I'm going to stick to it. San Antonio's getting swept. But still, San Antonio's pretty much done. If they get swept, Greg Popovich needs to retire. It's time for him to go. He needs to retire and go into a GM position, you know what I'm saying? Become a president so he can draft right and rebuild this team from scratch, because that's what the Spurs need to do. And the problem with the Spurs, like I told y'all, their young guys are still not quite developed yet. And Patty Mills is getting older too. That's another thing. Patty Mills is reaching 33, 34, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least 31, 32. And even Danny Green is already past his prime already. Danny Green is already phasing out. He's not the same player, obviously, no more neither. So that's just it, man. Golden State is going to advance, and they're going to play Portland the next round. Now on over to the Eastern Conference. Okay. I got Toronto and Washington. I'm going to give Toronto, they're going to win this. I mean, Washington's an AC, and I understand, John Wall's been injured. They haven't been playing bad at all, but it's been competition. And they're the AC, quite frankly, because of Philadelphia and Indiana. But still, I think Washington, they're going to go down fighting. Toronto's not going to run over them. I'm going to give Washington 2 games. Toronto should win this 4-2. They're going to beat the Washington Wizards. I think John Wall and Bradley Beal definitely is going to make it fun. Oubre Jr. and Otto Porter, they're going to make this a fun matchup. It's going to be exciting to see these two teams. And don't get me wrong, now Washington is not a team you sleep on at all. Yeah, with this Wizard team, this is not a team you take lightly. As y'all see from last season, the Wizards have shown potential that they can be that championship team. And we'll see what they do in offseason. Maybe Washington's missing one more guy. We don't know yet. But I know Scott Brooks, I'm going to give him more time. Because Scott Brooks is a proven coach. He has been to the NBA Finals before in the Western Conference. So, I mean, like I said, this is only Scott Brooks is I think second season as a head coach with this Wizard team. I'm going to give Toronto the advantage. Yeah, it's going to be 4-2 Toronto. Cleveland, Indiana. I'm going to give Indiana maybe one game. I think Cleveland's going to dominate. It's LeBron James at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not taking nothing for Oladipo. He's definitely found his home. Okay? Since them losing Paul George, this is definitely a major improvement. This is definitely, the Pacers have definitely impressed me. But again, you're playing a Cleveland Cavalier team that has Kevin Love back healthy. They've been to the finals the last 3 years in a row. Indiana's not beating Cleveland. I'm not going to necessarily give it a sweep. I'm going to respect Indiana and give them one game. And they'll win in their house. Because because Corey Joseph's not bad, but compared to George Hill, Corey Joseph, like I said, he's limited. He's not bad. He's a decent guard, but Corey Joseph's not going to give you 23, 24 points. Okay, yeah, Lance Stevenson, he's a vet. Darren Collison, veteran. And I like Miles Turner as a center. He's good, but Victor Oladipo is literally all they got as far as scoring power. That player. Still, Portland. I think Indiana, just like Portland, they need more time. This team could possibly be the Portland of the Eastern Conference if you could give Victor Oladipo the right backup. Because I don't know if Corey Joseph's even the right point guard starting. I mean, yeah, he's been good this season, but I don't know if he's even the right guy. Yeah, so Indiana's like that Portland Trailblazer team in the West. They have potential. They're a great team. They just don't have enough to get them over the top. So no, I'm gonna give. If Cleveland sweeps them, then so be it. Because like I said, Indiana has to start off fresh again. They have to start over from losing Paul George, but Cleveland and this Cleveland team is too much. I got Cleveland over Indiana, 4-1. Now, Philadelphia and the Miami Heat. Now, I give Erik Spoelstra his credit with the team he's had. He was able to get in there. So he was able to sneak into the 6th seed, but I think this is Philadelphia's time. With Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, you got Covington, Marcus Bellinelli, JJ Redick. This Philadelphia Sixers team would be too much for this Miami Heat. Miami Heat would be lucky if they even win maybe one game. I'll give Miami one game. It's going to be 4-1 Philadelphia. Okay, like Miami, like I said, Goran Dragic is good. He's an all-star for the first time in his career. And he actually got lucky because John Wall was out. But anyways, no, the Heat are not bad. The Heat can actually surprise you, but no, they're not going to beat Philadelphia. And this is Ben Simmons' time. He's rookie of the year. They got a lot of momentum going in right now. And see, the problem with Miami, they're not going to be able to out-rebound Philly. Philly has an advantage over them defensively because Embiid and Saric both, in the backcourt, both in that inside paint, is dominant. Those two guys are towering over most of their competition. And plus, they could both shoot the three-point shot. Miami, big man, like Whiteside can't shoot a three. Like Embiid and Saric can. That's going to be the disadvantage. In this league, nowadays, it's important. If you're a big man, if you're in the center position or power forward, you must be able to shoot a three. At least give your team at least 4 or 5 threes. If not, 2 or 3 each game. So right now, man, Philadelphia not only has 3-point shooters, but they also have size in the paint. They have depth. So, yeah, I got Sixers. This will be the first time since 2012 they're getting out the first round. I got Philly over Miami 4-1. I'm going to give Miami the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give Spoelstra maybe one game. Now, there's a chance Miami could get swept too. Like I said, if they get swept, then that just means Philadelphia is just real. They're good, but no, Miami. And plus Miami is a team that was still trying to get some more experience going too. That core is still being developed by Erik Spoelstra. It's not going to take him that too much longer neither. Now, Miami Heat about ready to go, but even Wade, man, Wade is just old. That's another thing too, man. Dwayne Wade is not helping nobody as of right now. Dwayne Wade has become an old man compared to these younger guys. That's going to be another issue too. Dwayne Wade might be a liability. Only because he's not the same guy no more. He can't play the same way he used to no more. The man has already had a long career already as is. Dwayne Wade is getting ready to retire pretty soon. I don't see him in the league for too much longer. This is why he was no help to LeBron James in Cleveland. This is why Cleveland had to trade Dwayne Wade back because Wade was just no help. Wade, matter of fact, had to go on the bench because of it. Because Dwayne Wade has a hard time keeping up with these younger guys. These 21, 22-year-olds, that's why. So, to me, if I'm Miami, if I'm supposed to, I'll keep Dwayne Wade on the bench to be safe. I would start Josh Richardson only because Josh Richardson is younger. He's more agile. He has more speed. Wade's got to take it easy. Like I said, he's an old man now. He's had a long career already as it is. But for Wade, so he's going to retire Miami Heat. This was the best move he could do, and then that'll pretty much be it. Now, last but not least, Boston and Milwaukee. Now, due to Kyrie Irving's injury, and the simple fact Marcus Smart can't come back and look like he's shut down for the rest of the year, Gordon Hayward being out, I think Bucks will make this series interesting. I think Bucks will win at least 2 games. I got Boston. This might be a 7-game. I say this will be game 6. Boston will end this in game 6. This is going to go to 6 games, possibly 7. It might be a 7-game series. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna scratch this. This might be a 7-game series only because of it's 6 games. I'm gonna give Milwaukee 2 games, and that's only because of Kyrie Irving. Now, if Kyrie Irving was playing right now, then Boston would definitely be sweeping Milwaukee. But the problem is, like I said, Rozier and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they're still young. Those guys need more experience. So for the Boston Celtics, it's all about getting their young guys ready for next season. But now Al Horford, Greg Monroe, and Marcus Morris, they're going to definitely come through. They're going to make it. They're going to do their thing pretty much. But for Giannis, he's going to have to really step up big time. He's going to have to go AWOL. He's going to have to really prove as a leader that he can lead this team, You know what I'm saying? Going forward, that he could be the man that they can trust and depend on. Now, Eric Bledsoe's going to do his thing. He's definitely a point guard they've been needing, but still, man, the problem with Milwaukee is that, like I said, they're missing. They need an actual shooting guard, because Chris Middleton is not a good shooting guard. He's not that decent at all. And then the problem with them is Jabari Parker's always hurt. I told you, man, the Bucks is going to have to. I told you in my last video, Bucks is going to have to change this team up big time. Certain guys are going to have to, like Middleton. I say Chris Middleton, Jabari Parker, and maybe 2 or 3 other players they need to start trading around in the summertime so they could get not only a first-round draft pick, but they could also get another quality, decent player or two. Bucks, like I said, and then they need a head coach. That's the other problem why Milwaukee's not going to beat this Boston Celtics team with the injuries the Celtics have, because they don't have no head coach. Jason Kidd got fired. Wasn't the only time. Remember, Jason Kidd got fired in Brooklyn because his offense wasn't matching up with his defense. The team don't trust Jason Kidd then. So that's just why, man. So I got Boston 4-2. Milwaukee might win 3 games. Like I said, it could possibly be a game 7. I'm gonna say that now. So I say Boston wins either in game 6 or game 7. And that's it, folks. So that's basically your my first round analysis. Okay, I'll come back with another video once the second round begins, but that's pretty much it. Y'all take care, stay blessed. I'll see you soon.